For 40 days on God, Family, and Guns, we'll be focused on God. We have a series on spiritual warfare, the end of times, the prophecy of Daniel, and the prophecy of Malachi. If you want to see our gun-related or Second Amendment-related content, you can see that on Patreon or the History of Weapons. Those links are below. We're here at Kurt Gowdy State Park in Wyoming, a little bit west of Cheyenne, getting ready to meet with people. And if you've been following this channel, this is a place that I've never been to, but God had called me here. And to be quite honest, the way I know that to be true was He called me to be the hands and feet of Jesus Christ, because we're here working, we're here feeding people, we're here taking care of people. That's why I even came to this place, was because a group of people that were going to feed the hungry literally asked if I'd be their van driver, and I said, well, that must be the place. So if this is to be something, if it is something that God is starting, and I truly believe it to be, it begins with tearing down the strongholds. And it's just, when you look at Gideon and the miraculous thing that God did in Gideon's lifetime, the first thing He told Gideon was to tear down the symbols of Baal, to tear down any sort of anti-God symbolism before he can even begin to help Gideon, and before he can even begin to have warfare. It was necessary that those strongholds be torn down, that only God be honored in these things. So kind of what I'm getting at is, when I ran this Christian school that I just left last year, we were in a building that had a cornerstone, and on that cornerstone was the Freemason symbol. The building was built by the Freemasons, and that was their cornerstone. And that building had been owned by the Christian school for over 20 years, and that cornerstone stayed there. And that school suffered through poverty, through just all sorts of spiritual attacks. And when I realized what was taking place, myself and the building mechanic, we literally went out there and chiseled it out and tore it down and threw it to the ground. And then we flipped it over, and we had a mason that was a father of one of the kids at our school then chisel a cross in that cornerstone, and then we stuck it back in. And then everything changed. Then all of a sudden we were seeing victory after victory after victory at that school, just like Gideon saw. So I'm making this video to say it's time to tear it down. It's time to stop playing games with anti-God symbolism. It's time to tear down the strongholds in America. So that's what this video is about, especially in your own life. Tear it down. If there's symbolism around your house, tear it down. If there's symbolism in things that you own and that are of yours, you need to tear those things down. So it's time. It's time to get rid of the idols. It's time to get rid of the things that hold Baal up so high. It's time to tear those down and throw them to the ground and replace them with the God of Isaac, Jacob, and Abraham. It's time to tear it down. So if you like this video, click like and subscribe. Love to hear your comments on it. Put that below. But the most important part of this channel, we take prayer requests. So please don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.